Coach Doug Burchett for Dominican. We have also with us for the Stars, George Coogan and Jack McGuire. Coach, I'll go with you first. Your thoughts on tonight's match?
Yeah, first I just wanted to give a shout out to the entire staff at Carthage for running a phenomenal weekend. And then second, props to Carthage. They're a phenomenal team to play. We knew it would be a battle, and they gave us their best shot today. And we battled, but they're just kind of a little better today.
Second straight CCIW opponent, and differences between last night and tonight. I mean, last night you jumped out early on North Central. Tonight just never really got, especially late, got on a roll.
Yeah, I think the middle, their middles really just went off tonight on us, and I thought overall we did a decent job slowing their outsides down as best as we could. I think it was just the middle of the court that we just could not stop, and that really just kind of got them in the rhythm offensively.
George, I'll send a question to you. Your thoughts tonight? You played well. Your team did. I thought, again, you look at it, only what, 5 errors tonight, 6 errors maybe total on the attack tonight. You guys handled it well. It just maybe just too much of a more experienced team.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I think we are a very experienced team, and I think we do a good job of battling adversity. We have all year. I just think, like Doug said, the middles were obviously a big point that they kind of. Them running the middles all game made us have to worry about that, which opened up everything else for them. So they did a really good job, and they're a really good team. It's like playing an all-star team out there, literally. So for what it's worth, like knowing just like coming from Dominican, we don't have the best facilities, but we make it work, and people come to Dominican because we're a brotherhood and we're a family, and we like to push that on our recruits. And obviously, you got the facilities here, which are insane. So I'm just really proud of our guys, and it's been a great 4 years playing for Dominican University.
Jack is a senior too, 3-time Player of the Year in your league, and getting back here again, part of that experience with this team. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it's been a fun ride. This is like a different look, kind of. All these guys have looked up to me every year, and now they've welcomed me into their class. Super fun team to be a part of. We had this like swagger and confidence that Dominicans never really had. Yeah, I'd say this team was one for the books.
Difference between your first matchup here in Kenosha and this one here tonight, Coach?
Yeah, honestly, they are not drastically too different of teams of kind of how we were approaching our scout. I thought their middles tonight really capitalized versus North Central's, that we were able to slow down last night with a lot of block touches, and we played some solid defense behind it. Tonight they had middles that were hitting over ours, and we're one of the best blocking teams in the country. But I think that just really, really was a big difference tonight. And they have phenomenal outsides. So it's kind of just a lot coming at you that if you got to really execute and slow down as best as you can. And I think we did it okay at times, and it was just a little too much at times for us.
Yeah, you guys last night had blocking defense was spot on against North Central. It seemed like you knew exactly where things were going. And tonight, as you said, the middle part of the floor, they kind of took over, Baltice especially.
Yeah, for us, we talked about we have to serve aggressive to try to get them out of system as much as possible. We did it at times tonight. It wasn't consistent enough. That all kind of allowed them to pass really well tonight, and they did a great job finding their middles. And we, it's not like we weren't trying there. They just were finding holes for sure, and I think that was the biggest difference tonight.
This has become quite a rivalry, I think, between the two schools, and in a nice way. I think both schools, as you mentioned, the swagger and the confidence, guys, you can probably talk more about it being on the floor. I think these teams mirror each other in terms of having the confidence when they take the floor at night in, night out.
Yeah, I think oh my God, sorry, excuse me. It helps when we've known these guys for so many years, and we've played growing up with them. Like I said last night, we know Matt Slavinsky, Zach Baltice, all those guys. So it's cool playing against them. There's no bad blood. Like after the match, you just shake hands, say good job. Sorry, I'm stuttering now, but no, it's nice playing them. You got it.
Yeah. So back to my freshman year, we played Carthage in the Elite Eight, and we were able to be on the better side of tonight. And then last year they knocked us out too, and they knocked us out last year. So I'd say the rivalry's definitely been building, and I'm sure it's only going to get better. We just said in the locker room that our job was to build this program up, and I hope and I know that our guys are going to continue to build it, and hopefully next year they can take it to the Firebirds.
Doug, what's next now? I mean, as far as your team is concerned, you've had quite an interesting season from assistant to interim and now getting onto the recruiting trail and continuing on.
Yeah, we have a solid class coming in that I'm really happy with. I think the biggest thing for us is we have to replace 6 seniors that have really just put their heart and souls in this program on and off the court. Their example in the classroom, on the court, off the court, everything that they do, I think these guys, it's going to be an inexperienced group, but has had a year or 2 or 3 to look up to these guys to see everything that they've done. So I think it's not going to necessarily be from the get-go hey, we are going to be in the Final Four next year team, but they have the potential to that. And I think they've had the right example for them the last few years. So it's kind of up to them to kind of make those steps forward.
George and Jack, you've kind of laid the legacy, I guess you could say, for this program now. And George, maybe more so. You've got a younger brother. What are you going to come back and give him a noogie if they don't do well next year?
Yeah, I don't know. I think, like I said, it's the brotherhood and family ordeal, and I think that honestly is legit. Because before me, there's our assistant coach David. His younger brother Bregan played through the program, so we like to push that. And obviously, family members are always welcome to play. So, no, it's awesome, and we've honestly built something. Especially our class, I feel like we've really laid, like Jack said, the groundwork for generations to come. And I think Dominican's in a really good spot next year and the years to come.
I'll let both of you answer one more question. That is, I mean, at Division III, you are a student athlete. What's next on your agenda here as you graduate and leave the program?
I'm going to be working at Allstate, so I have a job at Allstate, so I'm pretty pumped up, and I'm going to be living somewhere, so we'll figure that out when the time comes. But just retired volleyball player now, so.
I'm going to put my name in the NBA draft. No, I'm kidding. Just living life. We'll see what's next. Kind of going to wrap my head around this and see what's next.
Seriously, that's probably the tough part, Coach, is talking to these players now and having to put this behind you and now take that step forward.
Yeah, we talked in the locker room. It got emotional, and I think it was emotional because everyone has put their heart and soul in this program, and that's from all our support staff, our coaching staff, the seniors, and then the underclassmen. And I think it's emotional because it means so much. So I think for them, they're going to be successful. All 6 of our seniors are going to be phenomenal people in the working world, and anything that they do, that's next for them. I have no doubt. And I think, like I said, I think what's next for the program is trying to get back here.
Your fan base today and yesterday, fantastic. I don't know if you noticed, but your softball team actually showed up today.
Yeah.
They had a doubleheader in Milwaukee, and then they came to your game afterward. Just talk about your fan base and what that means to the program.
We had a couple of our main students that have been at every match and kind of organize what they're wearing that night or themes, and we had them at practice the other day, and kind of just to thank them specifically. I've been at Dominican for 8 years, and this is exactly the fan base that I wanted for this program, that I wanted students and other student athletes to be coming out consistently. And Carthage is at least an hour drive. They didn't have to come out this weekend, and it was phenomenal. It was I could feel it on the bench. I'm sure you guys could feel it, but it was such very truly family atmosphere, and we felt that all year long, honestly, at our home matches. And even some of our away matches. So I think that was just awesome to see our fan support this weekend.
Just one question for me, and I'll pitch it to you, Doug, because maybe it'd be a little bit easier for you to answer than these guys. But been around a lot of teams, been around volleyball. It's really been a blessing being around this program this year. Just give us a closing statement on the connection that this group had and kind of how that helped you guys fight through a lot of the adversity and the battles that you faced this season.
Yeah, I think every team is different. That's what makes every year special. I could not write a better script for this year of this team. For anything they're thrown at, when you think about back to, we weren't even sure if we were going to have a season at the start of January when COVID was back in play. They had to deal with a coaching change. We had so many injuries this year, and to have kind of that successful season, to win a conference championship, regular season, to win a conference tournament, to get to an Elite Eight, to be able to raise another banner in our gym that they can come back to every year and see that they were truly a part of something special, I think just speaks volumes to this program and their legacy. So I know our coaching staff and our support staff is just beyond proud of you guys, and just very, very happy for another successful season for Dominican men's volleyball.
Go Stars.
Doug, George, Jack, thank you very much. I know this was
Thank
tough
you.
to do, but we appreciate you coming in and doing it.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Thank you.